Hey guys, well first of all, happy 250 years of birthdays of freedom and our Americans since our republic began. Um, on this day, Thursday, July 4th, 1776, at the old State House in Boston. That is where the Declaration of Independence came in, and so it's been 250 years since then here, and we let you know that while we have this president, I think Americans remain resilient towards what our country is all about. Is that we believe in our of what we are here, democratic values, and that a republic, and that we recognize anybody. We're a republic here, and the other thing is that democracy and liberty is not just limited to America. It's limited to everybody here and everybody else, including Iran and those citizens. They want to be free, and we will hopefully for some newer times of when people of Iran and like this can have the one day of they don't have to live under a tyrant who is addicted to nuclear weapons. But the Iranians don't want that. They want to have a country where they can freely elect and have a fair elections here. I wish everybody's free in the year. So happy 250 years. And we are also celebrating Christmas in July, but the Statue of Liberty in the front also is right now as a patriotic because it's our nation's birthday, and also it's Christmas in July. So Toy Day in July, it's right now. So yeah, I think Christmas in July is going to become more and more of a thing too. Maybe like a small gift or like this in December. It could be turning out to here. So yeah. Okay, anyone, welcome to what's been going on in our Pokopia. As we see, we're doing the restorations, and yes, there is 2 buildings in between the house, and I'm debating whether or not I'm going to have to move those habitats there to make way for maybe a smaller version of a gym, but maybe I'll probably bail out of this one here. But we might have to move over here because there's but I've been restoring houses. As you can see up there, I've been, I'm restoring the houses up there. And so that's that here. And also something in Pallet Town. Yeah, I'm trying to paint it here. Actually, it's been crazy hot today. It's been 100 degrees with like 75 to 80 dew points a day. You've been sweating like this here. Yep. I think I'm kind of excited about the new Pokemon Underground thing coming up in August. I think it's pretty much a good time over here that they're coming up with the Pokemon and in August here, where we're going into Underground Town. We can now dive into this one here. I'd take a bet that there will be some sort of update where we can have some Christmas themed stuff near December, because this December will be the first Christmas in Pokopia. Anyway, in Pallet Town, la 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 la. I've been working on this sign. Yes, it's a Reiki sign. So it's based on the the Pokemon Gold and Silver, and so I made this Reiki sign. There's going to be eventually a Pokemon Stadium down there. I gotta say, I like the thing in the back of his head of Reiki. So maybe perhaps I could be able to offer them, say, hey, we can have another Neo Reiki, another version of this one with the black thing in the head. And I think there are some other pictures that have that here, and introduce the Thunder, because Reiki is a electric Pokemon, so the Thunder's here. So yeah, that's the news. That's what's been going on in Pokemon lately here. Now let's talk about what's been going on this week with consoles. Yeah, Sony is ending its PlayStation disc for the PlayStation discs here, physical media. They've are ending its PlayStation stores for the PS3, and well, and also, yeah, I mean, Ubisoft is firmly on, no, Rockstar, yeah, Ubisoft is a terrible company, but Rockstar is strictly doing code in the box. I think Rockstar is full of, and I have to say, yeah, the internet acted strongly about this here, and I have to say, for like the Sony's, for Sony's, whatever it is here. Listen, I have to say, consoles are dead. I mean, like it or not, I mean, I don't foresee a 11th gen console system, so PS6 and the Xbox Next, whatever it is here. Yes, Microsoft is right now phasing out physical as well, but I have to say, whether physical or not, whatever the saying is here, I don't foresee the PS6 lasting all that long here. Maybe 2 or 3 years at most, because, quite frankly, the idea of a home-tethered console, thankfully, it's because of the Nintendo Switch anyway. I mean, it's becoming like the rotary phone. I mean, some people over here got used to the rotary phone, but now it's rotary phones to cell phones now, as home-tethered consoles are turning to handheld hybrids. I do foresee, because the graphics are to a point now where you have such great graphics on a game system that you can take anywhere, and you can, play it at a park, play it at a plane, or, play it at anywhere in your house without having to tether to be a TV here, that you can dock into your TV. And because the systems are becoming so powerful right now, and I think that the final nail of the coffin is consoles are going to be like $1,000 when these things come out, and it's probably not going to be that much of a difference of a price when those next generation PC handheld hybrids coming out here. And literally, the Nintendo Switch and the GPD Win that I have literally killed, has put the death note in the coffin, or casket, or whatever it is here, towards my PS5. And yeah, to be honest, I haven't touched my PS5 in years. It's just been sitting around collecting dust, because I have a device now that I can just download my games through Steam or goodoldgames.com, because these stores aren't going to shut down. It's just one store with all these consoles here. So yeah, I mean, I think the PCs are going to be the way to go. I mean, that's that with systems here. as far as the PS3 is concerned, yeah, they're shutting down the stores. I think that, it's really low impact to me because I still have those discs here. And I have to say, how is your PS3 still working like this here? I mean, yeah, people are going to be downloading stuff from the PSN store and to your PlayStation 3s, play it for a few weeks, and they got the yellow light of death. That could be whatever happening here. Oh, I've downloaded my stuff I've missed throughout the years before the PlayStation Store touched down the PlayStation 3. It got the yellow light of death. My PlayStation Vita, I just really, it was killed. I mean, it really killed or anything like that here. But Sony should still, adopt it to generations today. Because look, Sony, you have Gaikai or whatever it is, the streaming services here. I mean, they should have just, moved these systems over towards a new one. And some people are saying, oh, it's so difficult to emulate PS3. I mean, look, we got PCSX3. So it is possible to emulate the PS3. So, I mean, just adopt these systems to the new format. I think Nintendo should have done the same thing as well. Like, you can just purchase every PlayStation 3. And, so, yeah, I mean, I think Sony should, at this point, put every PlayStation 3 over to the PS5 through emulation, or Gaikai, or whatever it is here. And when a new animation comes out, people can still purchase the games. But yeah, I can get what they're saying right now, but good luck. I mean, yeah, so yeah, it's sad to see the PlayStation Store finally coming to an end, but we're talking about a 20-year-old system, and like 70-80% of the systems, if that is no longer works, especially in the fat and the slim, the first generation fat and the second generation slim models. You turn it on, you get the yellow light, and yeah, I mean, it sucks like that to have it here. But I think that Sony and Microsoft, I mean, the message to them is the consoles are, I mean, home-tethered consoles, they are sunsetting right now. But so in order for a proper PS6 or an Xbox Next, they're going to have to be handhelds. They're going to have to be handheld hybrids that have all offline capabilities here. So yeah, it's kind of a mixed reaction. Yeah, again, kind of a mixed reaction why physical media is going away. But face it, home-tethered consoles are dead. Microsoft is right now letting people copy their physical media to the next digital systems here. I hope Sony does the same, and I hope Sony adopts the PlayStation 3 store so that they can be able to play them on the PS5 without playing on a system that you are worried about. One day your system shuts off, you turn it on, yellow light of death. So this is what I have to talk about. Yeah. It's sad to see physical media go, but at the same time, I think we're starting to see the beginning of the end, the hard beginning of the end for home-tethered consoles. So yeah, this is me, JD out, and yeah, happy 4th of July, and yeah, it's sad to see the systems go. I mean, it was the days when the Atari, Pong, and the Magnavox Odyssey came out, and then we had the Fairchild 10LF. We went through the Atari 2600, the 8-bit Nintendo, the Super NES Sega Genesis battle. Then we got for the PlayStation, the PS2 ones here. Then we suffered the light of death in the PlayStation 7 generation here. And then we went through the 8th generation, the PS4 and the Wii U. And then finally the last couple of generations here, the Switch. And yeah, 54 years later, we're seeing this death of consoles, or you can call it, 50 years later, if you want to count the Fairchild 10LF as the first true home console with interchangeable games. So yeah, JD out, and yeah.
What's the show right here?